everybody to the 10-day challenge to be stress-free and worry-free. Today we are continuing to focus on stress, and tomorrow the discussion will start on worry. So today, on one last point, the key point to really completely finish stress is building resilience. And so today's meditation, we will focus on what are some things we can do to build resilience in us, because the outside is moving with agility. There is a lot of speed in the way things are changing outside. So we will talk more about how we can build resilience today. So please join me in this guided meditation. Relax the body, loosen it up, and sit comfortably. Let's see if we can release all the burdens of the mind. Daily practice of talking to the mind, guiding it, maneuvering it, helps in changing the mind and the way it thinks. So continue to guide your mind. It will certainly obey the master, I, the soul. Slowly visualize that you are moving away from the current place you are in. And you are away on a boat in an ocean where the sun has just risen up. And you are alone, sailing. Let's do some self-reflection. In our life, how many times have we waited for tasks to be done, for people to change? And how many times have people changed and tasks have gotten done? Did we enjoy those moments? Did we celebrate for a long time after tasks were done? Or were we anxious about what needs to be done next, or what might go wrong next? fast-paced in our life is never ending. The situations and changes in people's emotions is everlasting. I need to find time, a quiet time where I can be in solitude and not be consumed by the constant hustle bustle of the life. So let me take a moment to see what are some things that have gone right, that I am proud of at this moment. So let's contemplate on that. Maybe the mind takes you on a journey and reminds you of some good times that life has given you, and maybe some good moments of accomplishments.
It's only in solitude that we can take some time to relax, to reflect, and to celebrate life and its beauty. We human beings are designed to have a variety of different objects, ideas, places, situations, food we don't like monotonous life. So in many ways, our life throws a variety of people and situations to entertain us. When we are caught up in that change and we say, I want that same life, we need to look back at that moment and wonder why. Why are we always stuck on to the same thing? What is it that prevents us or makes us not want a change? A change in the number of tasks, the kind of tasks, the people we know, the way they should behave, the way our body should be. The waves are constantly coming and going. The sun rises and then goes down. The wind blows and then changes its course. The birds chirp and then fall asleep. Everywhere I see, there is change happening. What am I fighting? Fighting the inevitable change. Why can't I enjoy the moment the way it is presented in front of me? I am amused the way I have responded to circumstances in the past. How attached I have been to my opinion, to my ideas. Life has a bigger plan for me, a much better plan than I can ever envision. So, with open arms, I need to welcome life the way it is. It is perfect, it is accurate, it is divine. Typically, we tend to cope with stress in three different ways. Some of us, little pressure from life, and we have an emotional breakdown. We cannot handle even a slight pressure, a small change in life, almost like a glass, brittle, fragile. Then there is a second category that is slightly stronger, does not break easily when life throws a situation. They withstand the pressure, adapt themselves, but internally they are damaged. Their emotions are damaged. They start complaining that life is difficult, work is stressful, relationships are a burden. This inside cry is a form of deforming that happens when pressure is applied. But there is a third category of people that are resilient. No matter how much pressure and how many other times that forces are applied on this individual, they will not break nor will they deform. They will remain as is with a smiling, calm face. Their inner feelings remain serene, with full of stability. So we need to check Am I fragile like a glass? Am I so sensitive that even a small word of criticism disturbs me? Or a small change in workload stresses me? Or am I like a thick rope that takes the pressure but then internally starts complaining and crying? Or am I a rock solid metal, a resilient being that quickly and easily adjusts, molds themselves? How do I become someone who never gets deformed no matter how much pressure is applied? Life will continue to change whether I like it or don't like it. There is nobody in this world for whom things don't change. The one that remains internally stable, no matter what changes happen, they are the ones that have resilience, the inner strength, and that inner stability develops when I connect to my own self in solitude, in meditation, when I understand what an unlimited being I am, a being filled with multitude of powers, a variety of virtues, and an inheritance from God, the Almighty Authority. For such a strong being, a divine being, the challenges outside are nothing. They stand no chance. When I have that kind of pure pride, when I have realized how powerful and wonderful I am, then nothing outside will shake my inner balance. That stability of my emotions. Stress can only be finished when I increase my inner powers, my confidence in the self, and when I realize that I am already an extraordinary being. I don't need to work hard to be an extraordinary being. I already am. Just like a cocoon is meant to be a butterfly, similarly, I have forgotten that I am an extraordinary ordinary being. The moment I bring that awareness, all my powers and virtues will emerge. They are right now dormant because I am not using them. Instead, I am dismissing myself as a weak being, as an incapable being. Unknowingly, I am destroying my inner powers and virtues. When I connect to my inner core and then come outside into the field of action, then no action will stress me. No action will cause a disturbance in me. Right now, I live a life where I am doing things externally and my inner values are dependent on what I am doing and how I am doing. I'm living a life of outside in. So if the outside is difficult or too much, then I take that energy and create a value of stress and disturbance. At Brahma Kumaris, we are taught to live a life of inside out. So we always keep an eye on the mind. We connect to our inner resources, our inner values, and then we come into action so that our expression is filled with those beautiful inner values. Any expression or action that has the spiritual powers and virtues is bound to be successful. This is the way to increase resilience. So every time when I catch myself creating a disturbance or stress, I just need to pause for few seconds, go internally and say few thoughts loud that I am a beautiful being full of peace, love, joy and powers. I, the wise being, can handle everything. I have done so many times and then come out to perform the same action. Just like when focused rays fall on a paper, it starts burning away. Similarly, when gold is put under high heat, all its impurities are removed and pure gold is left. Similarly, when I sit in front of the spiritual sun, God, and I focus on His point of light form in my home, in my parents' home, Nirvana, God's focused vibrations of the highest frequencies remove all the alloys of negative emotions from me. Even a deep rooted sanskara, habit, or a personality can be removed through the powerful rays of God. So let's sit under His canopy of protection and absorb the heat of His loving vibrations and see how the stress is getting out, is being released from our every muscle, cell, and we are becoming peaceful, serene, and calm like God. God is one being that never goes through any kind of emotional turmoil, and that is why is the most stable being in this world. It is a saying that you get colored by the company you keep. Then whose color would I like to be colored by? Isn't there anyone else but God whose color I would like on me? He has every divine quality, everything that I would like to feel and experience. In meditation, I can connect with this beautiful, ever beautiful being, the Supreme Soul. And the more I stay in His company, my conscience gets cleansed, the heart becomes clean and light, free from all the sufferings of the past, and the mind becomes cool without any desires or expectations. And for such a being, stress is impossible. They are naturally peaceful like God, full of stability and resilience. Thank you, everyone, for joining us today. Hope you get to think about some of the things we talked about. Churning really helps, and I highly recommend recommendation as a daily practice. If you're not into that habit, even few minutes every day goes a long way. The key is to do it every day. Hope you have a wonderful night and a beautiful day tomorrow, and we will see you again tomorrow at same time. Om Shanti.